Hello and welcome to Optics Trade's YouTube channel. What I have here today is something really fresh, really new from the company Holosun. This is the Elite model, the 530C RD. Before I get down to its features, let's say a few words about the company itself. So Holosun was established in 2013. It's a fairly young company. Their offer consists of red dot sights and lasers at the moment, and they're known for offering quality products at an affordable price. And they are really competitive in the red dot sight market because they can be put side by side with some even Japanese and some even European products. So we have to know that this is a Chinese product, but it's of very high quality, and company Holosun definitely breaks the stereotype that all products from China are of low quality. And as I said, these can be put without problems side by side with Japanese red dot sights, European red dot sights without problem. So they are really good, and they have also been cooperating with the American company Primary Arms, and together with them they have launched a red dot sight that has a ACSS reticle. And you can also switch between an ACSS reticle and a 2 MOA dot, and I think that dot has been quite a success. So Holosun is definitely on the rise, and we will see more from them in the future. Now let's move on back to this sight. Let's just open this box that it comes in. So we have here an instruction manual, and this is the dot itself. Let me just rotate this flip up cover. Okay, so this is a sight for an AR platform, great for tactical situations because of the many functions that it offers. I'll get to this function right away. So if we look at it, this is definitely a full tube sight. It is 93 millimeters long, which equals 3.66 inches, 40 millimeters wide, 1.57 inches that is, and 65 millimeters high, which equals 2.57 inch. It weighs 291 grams with the battery, which is 10.26 ounces. Now, this sight is one of the Elite models. And when it comes to Holosun and Elite, we're used to the green illumination. But actually Elite means that the sight has one of the following characteristics. Either it has a green illumination, or it is made from titanium, or it has both features. Now this one does not have the green illumination. The RD stands for red, so it has red illumination only, but it has the housing made out of titanium, which makes it, of course, Elite. Now, the logo is of the same color as the housing, so it doesn't stand out. This is very similar to the 515 models from the Parallel series, and it has a mount, an integrated mount, for lower third co-witness on an AR platform. It is of course of the quick-detachable type. As you can see, it has this lever, so a really nice solution, really great. Now if we get down to the Holosun numbers, which can be quite confusing at times, so this is a completely new innovative model. It has three numbers, one after another, so 530, and we are used to the first number, so the 5 meaning that the user can switch between a 2 MOA dot and a 2 MOA dot surrounded by a 65 MOA circle. So the circle dot. The user can switch between an ordinary dot and a circle dot, and 5 means the same thing with this sight. I'm not completely sure as what to the other two numbers yet mean, because this is quite a new model. We just received the first models in stock. It probably, the second number usually has to do with the accessories, and the last number with the series that this mount belongs to. Now, as I said, it comes with quick-detachable mount for Picatinny, flip-up covers, and it also comes with a removable kill flash filter here. You can just simply, it comes with a plastic tool, multifunctional, and you can just unscrew it here, and then you can rotate it out with your finger, so it's a removable kill flash. And I think that at the moment this sight is currently a combination of Holosun's most advanced features and latest technologies. This is what the best that Holosun can offer at the moment. Now if we move on to the letters, we have the C letter, which of course stands for the solar panel on top. This also means that the buttons for regulating the illumination intensity are not on the top but are put onto the side, because there is a solar panel on top and there is of course no space there. It has a CR2032 battery, and as we are used to, it comes in a battery tray. You also get a spare one inside. The battery is already inserted. I will show you the illumination later on. So yeah, the battery tray. Then we have the turrets. Let me just close these covers. We have the turrets, which are a little bit unusual when it comes to Holosun. We haven't seen these before. They're not sticking out as is typical for them. We are used to two versions. Either they stick out and are not shrouded, or they stick out and are shrouded for protection. And this is marked with U letters usually. Now this side has a little bit different turrets. And we would be even more precise if we would call them knobs, because they're not protruding out of the housing. They're not capped, but are flush with the housing. So they're quite flat, and you need a special tool to rotate them, the multifunctional tool that I mentioned before. Here it is. And with it you can of course rotate these without problems. They produce nice, crisp, audible clicks, which are half MOA, and this means approximately 1.5 centimeters on 100 meters of point of impact movement. Now they also have quite a nice feel to them. We have the elevation turret, so if you turn the elevation turret counterclockwise, it will move the point of impact up. This is also specified here. And if you rotate the windage turret, you have to turn it clockwise to turn to move the point of impact right. And we can establish from this that the elevation turret is a counterclockwise turret and the windage turret is a clockwise turret. Now the battery lifetime is specified here in this booklet. It is 50,000 hours, which can be equaled with 5 years, which is of course amazing. If you have it on a circle dot, it will be a little bit less, around 20,000 hours of battery life. It is IPX8 certified, meaning that it can be submerged in water up to 2 meters of depth for around 30 minutes. The front lens is tilted. Now I'll have to remove the skill flash filter to show you. Just a second. So it takes a while to unscrew it. Now the front lens is tilted. Let's just get the focus. And this is now nicely explained here in the Holosun booklet that you get with the product. It used to be quite a common question from our customers as to why their objective lens is tilted. Is it defective? This is actually not an error, but this is how it is supposed to be designed, so that the LED diode can then reflect from the objective lens into your eye, and this is not dependent on the position, so you can put your head a little bit to the left, to the right, and you can still see the dot. And this is thanks to this system that the Holosun uses. This is also one of the most frequently asked questions, and it's listed under the answers on the Holosun page if you want to go there. Yeah, so the front lens is tilted, as I said. The dot, as usual, features an unlimited eye relief and is parallax free. And now we finally come to the second part, so where I talk about the optical characteristics and illumination. Now this sight has altogether 12 illumination intensity levels. You can see that now it's at the very full power. Let me just aim it towards the black background so that you can see it better. Now it's at the full power. You can then use this button. Of course it's not in focus now, so it's blurry, but just so that you can see how strong it is at maximum. And then you actually have two lowest settings which are night vision device compatible. So we have enough for every lighting condition that you possibly can imagine. yes, of course, also then switching between a 2 MOA dot and a circle dot. Let me just show you. You just have to press the minus button for around 4 seconds. Now, you've seen the change. You can't see the definition, obviously, because it's blurry, but you get the point. Now, I can tell you that this really has a nice definition of the dot, and when you turn it to circle dot, it is really a nice definition there as well. So you have a really nice definition of the circle, and it's not flashy, but it's just a really nice, fine circle around it. Of course, I mentioned the solar cell on top, so the site can be used without a battery. The user can switch as is natural with the Holosun models, with the panel on top, between the auto mode and the manual mode, and in auto mode the illumination will be set based upon the ambient light, and then the site automatically switches between battery and solar cell power. The battery will of course compensate for power if the solar cell cannot drive the reticle alone. In manual mode, to which you switch by holding the plus button for a couple of seconds, you can set the site to one of the 12 available illumination intensity levels. And this is the mode that we are in right now, because I've shown you how to switch between levels and how to switch between the dot and circle dot. This is also only available in the manual mode. As regards the optics, let's take a look at the white background. You'll see that there is absolutely, maybe perhaps a negligible amount of tint, but the optics are really great. And this is what we expect of a high quality product such as this one. Of course, 1x magnification, so that you can look through with both eyes open. It features the Holosun's shake awake function, and after 10 minutes of no movement, so if you leave the site stationary like this, the time can also be set. You can set either 10 minutes, 1 hour, or 12 hours, and you can also disable this feature. So after the specified amount of time, the dot will go into the power saving mode, so the illumination will power off by itself to preserve battery life, and then when you move it, once it detects movement, it will instantly turn back on. A really nice function that quite a few Holosun red dot sites have. It also has the memory function, so when turned on it will be in the last set illumination setting. The price, so this is quite expensive, but this is expected of a site with such unique features: titanium housing, quick-detachable mount, removable kill flash, flip-up covers, and so on. The solar panel, of course, as well. It is priced at somewhere a little bit below the 600 euro price point. And this is, at the moment, one of the Holosun's most expensive red dot sites. But, as I said, for this money, it really offers a lot of innovative new technologies that are definitely useful in practice. Warranty. So we know the warranty for elite models is lifetime on the material and 10 years on the electronics. So Holosun's got you covered if you get this red dot sight. A really nice warranty terms. And now the scope of delivery. Of course, everything that I already mentioned on that is here on the red dot sight. Yeah, I also forgot to mention that these are actually removable flip-up caps, which is also a nice addition, so you can remove them if they're bothering you. You have the instruction manual here with telling you everything you need to know about the basics. This multifunctional tool that is used for turret rotation, for prying up and open the battery tray. It is also used for getting the battery tray out and so on, so a very useful device. You definitely need this with yourself when you're going anywhere. The kill flash is here. We have the removable, the additional extra battery tray in case you lose the one you have with the screws in, the CR2032 battery, and the lens cloth here. Sorry. Yes, that would be it, and it comes in this very nice plastic box in which you can carry it around, making sure that it doesn't sustain any damage when carried. Now, as for the good points and the bad points, there are quite many good points, of course. The titanium housing being the most obvious one, not many manufacturers make red dot sights from titanium, and Holosun is among the first to do this. Actually, I do not know any other manufacturers right now that would do this now in 2018, but correct me if I'm wrong, of course. It is extremely robust and lightweight because of the used material, so the titanium. Then it has another positive point is all the accessories, the QD mount, the kill flash, the flip up caps, and then the ability to switch between a dot and a circle dot, then also great optics and great warranty terms. Really many great features. Now the disadvantages, and the first one you're probably aware of, is the price. The first one is the price. Just a little bit, 600 euros makes this one of the most expensive Holosun red dot sights, but for this amount of money, of course, as I said many times during this review, you'll get a lot. This battery tray is also not the best solution of how to power an illumination. I'm really a more fan of the circle round-shaped cover that can be easily unscrewed and quickly put back. You need to have a screwdriver here, it takes a lot of time. You can lose the screws, you can lose the tray. But then again, it does have 50,000 hours of promised battery life and 20,000 on the circle dot, so you won't have to do this often. Now, another perhaps the disadvantage is that for the rotation of the turrets, you will need this special tool because it is designed so that it fits exactly into this notch here. And without it, you have quite problem rotating them. Yes, because they're flat, of course, and flush with the housing, but not the biggest problem out there. Yes, this would be it. So this is a red dot sight. It's definitely for someone who is looking for the latest technology with the most advanced features, the titanium housing and all of the other functions that you can think of, and definitely great for an AR platform and for tactical situations. I would like to thank you for watching this review. If I forgot something, of course, leave a comment down below or send us an email. And as always, please like this video, subscribe to our YouTube channel, check out our other videos. We have many more Holosun videos, and see you in the next review. Bye bye.